We now join OBrien Kimani with a detailed report from the COP27 in Sharm El Sheikh, Egypt.
Africa will be making a strong pitch why more funding for green projects is needed, especially at now when the continent is feeling the pinch of climate change. But with the enduring global fuel and food crisis, as well as war in Ukraine, this is likely to be a long shot. And the question is, which way for Africa? Global attention is now shifting to Sharm El Sheikh city in Egypt, the venue of the 27th UN Climate Change Conference of Parties. The meeting will be held from the November 7th to the 18th at a time when Africa is facing major calamities caused by global warming. COP27 is being staged amid unmet climate commitments from previous meetings and the global energy and food crisis that is causing unrest in many countries around the world.
Financing, of course, comes as third on that, which is important. We need the means of implementation to help African countries actually implement their very ambitious nationally determined contribution.
The chair of the African Group of Negotiators on Climate Change, Ephraim Shitima, says COP27 should focus on advancing the implementation of the national determined contributions to enhance implementation of climate actions.
Africa alone requires more than $86.5 billion per year up to 2030 and that is just adaptation. But what about mitigation? Because also have to do mitigation. What about capacity building, which is important because if we are to respond, you need to build capacity. What about awareness and sensitization?
The lion is already in the house. You can't wait for a neighbor or someone to come and help you. You have to fight this. And that is where we're asking our government. As much as we are negotiating for this friend to come and give us money, let's find means and ways at impact at village level where things are happening, whether it's in Gabon, in Botswana, you saw Madagascar. With our own resources, there are things we can do.
According to the negotiators' legal advisor, Professor Seth Osafo, the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine has strained financial resources to Africa, urging the continent to rethink its reliance on Western financing.
For some of our countries, we lack the capacity to access these funds. Why am I saying this? Because it requires development of projects. You have to present a proposal that is very well developed.
Another conversation that is expected to be given prominence at the COP27 is the loss and damage commensurate compensation for affected countries.